You're watching BBS TV, and from the Garden, I am Tyler Stutzman. With spring break just around the corner, spring sports start up in full swing. Let's dive into the pool with the girls swim team. Last week was their two-a-day practices with over 5,000 yards swam each day. This season, there are many returning Harriers like junior breaststroker Emma Toole, junior flyer Kirsten Neff, and senior backstroker Grace Schmidt. The freshmen this year look very promising, especially with Ashley Chappell, who has been swimming with the varsity girls for years. These four girls are set to make an incredible 400-meter relay. Coming off of a second-place finish in the WAC, the lady swimmers look to swim their way to qualifying for the state meet in May. Now let's move to our baseball. The Garden City High School baseball team opened up their practices on February 26th. Senior catcher Andrew Kreitzer talks about the expectation for the varsity team.
Expect us to be very good offensively this year. We came up short the last 2 years in the regional championship game by 1 run, and I think having Wright coming in as a good hitting coach will help us get over that hump and get us to the state tournament.
This year's baseball squad will have 9 seniors on the lineup. The off-season program for the Buffs consisted of agility days as well as days lifting in the weight room. Senior pitcher Carson Cheater talks more about the off-season.
This year we've been in the weight room for preseason. Last year it was more agility work and stuff. But this year it's a requirement to take weights class. This is the first time that's been. And I think that that's really going to help us out in the long run because the champions are made in the weight room.
The Buffaloes are coming off of back-to-back seasons in which they made it to the regional championship game, losing by 1 run each of those years. Starting second baseman David Artega talks about what practices have looked like.
Just practicing hard. I expect some wins. We just keep practicing. Coach Ortiz, Coach Reich, all the coaches out here just helping us get ready for the game.
The Buffaloes opened up on the road at Junction City on March 26th. Now to our softball team. The last year, the Buffs set off on a historic run, winning the school's first ever playoff game. Senior Laura Farmer talks about the coming season.
This year we want to try to make it back to the state tournament as we have done the past 2 years and hopefully make it further than we did last year.
Let's hit the tennis courts with the boys swim team. 2 weeks of practice has been completed and the Buffaloes have been working hard to prepare for their first tournament in a few weeks. Every year, ranking matches are played out to determine the varsity from the JV. Rankings commence this week and won't be completed until the week following spring break. The first varsity tennis tournament is Saturday, March 31st at 9 o'clock a.m. in Great Bend. To the track team. The team adds 3 new coaches as well as a new head coach with the retirement of Mike Smith. Taking the reins is football head coach Brian Hill. Hill looks to keep the track team moving forward after last year's 4th place finish by the girls and the boys teams. Sprint coach Huth tells about what the team looks to achieve.
Our goal as a program is always first and foremost to win the WAC, and this program has done that many times in the past. So that's a goal that we always start off with in the season, and we want as many of our athletes to be on the podium at the state track meet. So that would be into the top 8. So we don't really say we want to come out and get first place or second place or third place. We just want to win the WAC, and we want to definitely have as many people as we can win medals at the state track meet. I think that's a goal for us every single year. I'm really excited to be here. Like I said, the Garden City has a proud track tradition, and so for me this was something that I'm really proud to be a part of, and I'm excited to represent Garden City all throughout Southwest Kansas. All the other schools in the WAC know who we are, definitely, so it's fun being part of a winning tradition like this.
The team kicks off their season with the first meet March 29th. Now onto the golf team. The Garden City boys golf team is soon underway. See what head coach Jacob Waller is looking forward to.
Pretty excited to take them to some new golf courses. We have states at a new location at Iron Horse. Looking forward to hopefully playing some practice rounds there and putting on a good showing. Just seeing how some of these new guys play too and how they progress.
And that's all for your spring sports. From the Garden, I'm Tyler Stutzman.